going on, everybody? Got a different kind of video for you today. It's been a while since I've done something like this, sort of a thank you video of sorts. But this one's kind of special in the regard that 3 years ago today I put out my first video review for Alone in the Dark over here, and that was followed by reviews for these two films, Jaws and Carnival of Souls. Those I contemplated collecting some clips from those to put in here, but I was just absolutely cringing at my presentation of the period, where it's like, yeah, we're not gonna make this third anniversary a clip show in any way, really. I really just want to thank everybody who has subscribed and watched and liked the stuff that I've been putting out over the last 3 years. Really means a lot, and I know a lot of channels, a lot of people probably would have stopped after doing this with the sort of following that I have received, which is a very minimal following. I mean, I just hit 300 subscribers a few days ago at this point, and yeah, I probably pictured myself hitting that mark like 2.5 years ago, maybe. But, you know, I've had a slower growing channel, and a lot of people probably would have thrown in the towel at that point and said, no, it's not worth it. It's not going to waste my time. But, you know, like I have taken some time off, and some of that was with that feeling of like, yeah, maybe I am wasting my time here. Maybe it's not worth putting in the effort, you know. But really, at the end of the day, like I've been trying to make content that I would like to see, and I just want to thank the people who like to watch what I put out. Like that type of content that's sort of a more laid back, somewhat deeper dive into films. I know there's other channels who do that like phenomenally better, but you know, it's the people who are always willing to check out new stuff by different people who are the ones that really sort of gave me that shot. And of course there's other channels that I've had the opportunity to work with over the last couple years. Of course the partnership reach out started with Chris Snyder from Movie Misfits. Me and him started the Halloween Wednesday thing a few years ago, and that was a lot of fun. And from there it just kind of snowballed into a little community building we had going on there. And in the time since, I've had the chance to work with other great people sort of in this same little sphere here. Of course, Matt over at Facci Cinema, Jason at Backtrack Cinema. Of course, I had the opportunity to work with some bigger people for just like one episode here and there. There was the live show that we were doing back in the day where we had Dave McRae on for one episode, and that was probably the pinnacle point right there. That was freaking awesome. Worked with Jason from Sinister Cinema with Facci one time. That was pretty great, because McRae and Jason at Sinister Cinema were like two of the people that I looked at and said, yeah, these guys make me want to jump in and sort of churn out this horror content. Where before it was like, you know, I would see the other guys, you know, Lee and Cody, watch what they're doing, and it's like, yeah, I kind of want to do this. And then just seeing those other guys, it's like, you know what, let's do it, you know. And just that I've kind of gotten to this point where I'm at, where it's like, I don't know, it's just freaking crazy to be sitting here 3 years later, still got the channel going, and you know, it's a good feeling. And yeah, I would have liked to have had some more presentable numbers, but you know, I'm not really too concerned with that anymore. Where maybe I was getting a little bitter about it, just the way the other channels were exponentially growing around me, and just kind of felt as though I'd been left behind in a way. You add to that some of the stuff that I had going on behind the scenes that just really made for a really shitty demeanor, and sort of self-destructive habits going on. Like, I just couldn't really create anything anymore at that point. And, I've sort of fixed a lot of the negative shit that's going on behind the scenes. And I've decided, yeah, let's get your filthy ass back out there and churn out the content that, you wanted to do. Of course, the Carpenter series I'm working on now, that's sort of one of the big things that I've wanted to do. And, I figured, yeah, let's jump out there and get that finished. I mean, when you look at the promo for that, it's supposed to start in 2021, and it was supposed to be over, like, a year ago. But, of course, with the inactivity and that, just all that darkness going on behind the camera, it took it a little longer to get off the ground. But I'm back, and I'm trying to regain that momentum that I had before. And I wouldn't mind doing this full time at some point. That's, I think, what a lot of us really want to do at the end of the day. We want to be sort of full time creators, but it's not something that everybody can do. And, I got mad respect for the people who can do it. The thing, too, I would like to use this channel as a jumping off point for the ultimate goal, which would be to... I think most of us, we do have that ambition to be a filmmaker. That's why we kind of do these videos. It's sort of our own amateur filmmaking in a way. It starts to give us a sensibility of that. Of course, when we go to edit our videos and stuff, it gives us that sense of, okay, we're sort of figuring it out as we go along. It's different than the DIY style they had back in the day. And I feel like this is sort of a different sect of that. Like, if we're... like a different layer of it, if we're looking at it in terms of layers. But, to use this channel as a jumping off point to make a film, that would be the ultimate goal. And I've seen other channels do that, and that's just absolutely freaking commendable. It's honestly the ultimate goal at the end of the day would be to make a film and sort of use this platform to keep churning out content where I'm amateurishly taking deep dives into older films and whatnot. It's something I really enjoy doing, and just want to keep doing it and see if we can actually make this channel more than a footnote on other channels. That would be freaking awesome. And just want to give a thank you to all the channels that I have come across and worked with. There'll be a little card here with all their names on it. It's like the channels that I've worked with, and then there'll be a second card of channels that I would like to work with one day. It's just, 3 years, want to say thank you and sort of show some of the goals that I have. Like, they're not concrete goals, but sort of loose goals, So we'll present those on cards here. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody again. I know this video is kind of rambly, but it's something different. It's pure from the heart. And to celebrate 3 years, I did pull out an old friend for old time's sake. God damn, it feels so weird wearing this again. I wonder if my voice actually picks up in it now. God, man. Oh. Yeah, the reason I initially wore this was sort of a sense of nervousness and wanting to do something a little different. That may have been inspired by... it was probably Stitched Together Cinema, and like a mix between Stitched Together Cinema and Dr. Wolfula, where they've got that sort of character, but I didn't really have much of the character fleshed out. But had the cheap Halloween mask and thought, yeah, that's a good jumping off point. I had the green light in my room and put the green numbers on there, so I figured, that's a fun little grabbing point. And I sort of started to get a little comfortable, so I was able to stop using this as a bit of a safety blanket. But it's still a nice little piece that I keep around, sort of totemistic deal. Yeah, I don't know. Just thought that was gonna be a fun little thing to revisit there. But this whole video, I know it's not the type of content that the people who do watch my channel come to watch for, but you know, I feel like something true and from the heart is something that on this day, third year anniversary of the channel's creativity, felt it was a little necessary. Just no, necessary is not even the right word. I feel like I just need to get it out there, sort of for myself, and again for the people who do come in and watch what I do. I can't thank you guys enough again. I love the interaction that we do have, and just looking forward to the future. We'll see you guys next time.